It's Saturday evening in Houston, Texas. I'm Randy Padfield with AINtv, and I'm standing here on a balcony of the George R. Brown Convention Center with HAI President Matt Zuccaro. Tomorrow, the Heli Expo convention opens, and Matt and his staff have been working hard to get it all together. Matt, what are you expecting for this year's convention?
Well, actually our expectations have somewhat been exceeded already, just coming to Houston. The city has opened its arms to us. It's been a fantastic experience. And there's two key elements that we're looking for. One is the fact that this is the first time we've been in Houston, and it's been a wonderful experience so far, and we expect it to carry through right to the show. The other is it's our 60th anniversary. HAI is 60 years old this year, and by all the indicators of the number of aircraft, we have 65 aircraft on the floor. 50 of those aircraft flew in to the convention center over the last 2 days, and we have in excess of 560 exhibitors. And the good news in our education courses is we surpassed 600 students that are taking our courses prior to the show. So every indicator or number that we have is looking positive. Yeah.
That sounds great. What are your expectations for visitors?
We anticipate that we're looking in the neighborhood of about 15 to 16,000 visitors, and we believe we might actually go beyond that.
That's fantastic. That's a record for AINtv convention.
Well, our record is actually approximately 16,200, but we think we have an excellent chance of breaking that this year.
Okay. Matt, we know that HAI is an association of operators. We hear an awful lot from the manufacturers about backlogs and how many helicopters are selling. But what are the operators talking about these days?
Well, I think the operators are quite pleased with the climate out there. Everybody's busy. All the aircraft are flying. I think the concerns of the operators relate really around things such as the appropriate supply of qualified pilots and technicians to handle the increased business. And the other aspect of it is certainly the equipment. As you indicated, the manufacturers are backlogged. So for an operator now to go try to acquire a new aircraft, they're being met with 18-month, 2-year waits. So that's a pretty good environment for the manufacturer. Presents a possible concern for the operator, but everybody's busy around the world, and that's great.
Can you give us a little preview of what you'll be talking about tomorrow morning at the opening of the convention?
Yeah, we'll be covering kind of like a year in review, what HAI has been up to in the last year. A lot of good activities, a lot of good things to report. We're going to report on our financial status, which I'm extremely happy to report is fantastic.
That's great.
Very excellent financial status. And the other aspect of it is all the new programs that we've started in the outreach efforts with the members. And then we're going to try to give a flavor of what we're going to do in the year coming up. So.
That sounds excellent. Matt, you and I have been in the industry a long time. You just told me you've been in 40 years. Yep. And you've seen a lot of changes, I bet.
Quite a few.
What do you think of when you think back 40 years ago?
Well, I think now is the time for a young person, if they're considering a career, to look towards the helicopter industry. I know when I got out, like most of the people, yourself included, it was post-Vietnam. There were not that many helicopters being operated civilian-wise, and there was more pilots and mechanics. That situation is completely reversed today. So I'm very pleased to say that the helicopter industry today offers an excellent career path and opportunity to young people trying to decide what they want to do for a living. That's changed dramatically. The other thing is absolutely the technology. When I began flying, it was the basic instruments on the panel, nothing fancy. And today, you take a look at the cockpits and equipment and the maintenance environment of the repair technicians and the equipment they have to work with. It's phenomenal. It's digital, glass cockpits. The safety aspect of the industry has certainly been enhanced over the years, and I think the numbers prove that. So the operating environment itself has matured, as well as the people that are in it. The owner-operators are much more astute now in terms of business acumen. The pilots and the maintenance technicians are highly trained individuals, professionals, who have a lot more knowledge and equipment that they have to deal with now, and it all creates a much better, healthier industry. Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of good news.
Oh yeah, it is. There's no, the good news this year is there is only good news. So.
Matt, it's great to see you again.
Pleasure as always, Randy.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, appreciate it.
And there you have it for AINtv.